You always want the right advice and the right people in your corner when it comes to legal advice, which is why I'm joined by Brent and Christian of Stewart Law Offices. So Christian, if I fall in a business, how do I then find out if there was video of my accident?
Well, first you want to report the incident, okay? A written report is best, but if you at least can bring it to the store's attention, that's important as well. Then you can always ask for the video, but a lot of times stores aren't forthcoming when it comes to that type of thing. So it's important to consult an attorney because there's letters that can be sent out. One is called a spoliation letter to preserve that evidence. And a lot of times these videos are closed circuit and they'll record over each other. And so it's important to make sure you get that video saved, or at least can document you asked for it to be saved within a reasonable amount of time.
So why would they keep the video if they know that it's going to hurt them eventually?
Well, they won't, and that's why the spoliation letter is very important. That's why it's important to see the attorney quickly. The letter goes out and it instructs the store, hey, we think there's a video there and you have a duty to protect that video. Then if we find out there was a video and they've destroyed it and we've told them they need to keep it, then if we go to trial, we get a jury instruction saying, hey, there was video out there, it was destroyed, you, jury, can assume that they destroyed it because it wasn't helpful. Because if it was helpful, they would keep it. So it's really important to lock down that evidence at the scene.
So Brent, along with video, what else is helpful in this type of case?
People fall and they say, hey, I've got a case. Well, you can have a case, but you have to have an injury to get a recovery. So along with liability, which is what we've talked about earlier, you need to prove your damages. So it's very important when you're there putting in the report that you tell them what your injuries are, and then you must do what?
You got to get your medical treatment. If you don't get the medical treatment to support your injuries, then it's hard to bring a personal injury claim. But going back before that a little bit, video isn't the only source of evidence in order to prove a slip and fall claim. If there was someone around you that saw you fall, that could be a useful source of evidence to try and prove your case against the store if they were negligent in maintaining their area.
So if you don't, when you fall, put in a report, you're going to lose track of those witnesses. So it's really important that when you fall, you get somebody, a representative from the store, to do a report and have them inquire as to whether or not anybody actually saw the fall.
And the person that saw the fall doesn't have to work in the store. A lot of times, someone that was just shopping in the store can be more useful to give credible testimony than an employee who may be concerned for their job.
Thank you, Brent. Thank you, Christian. The right advice and the right team in your corner. That's exactly what Stewart Law Offices does for the community.
This segment of QC Life was sponsored by Stewart Law Offices.